So let's start with a story, of course. I love stories. A couple decided to go on a vacation. They packed their bags, went to the airport, all good, went to the security check, checked their monitors, flight delayed, 30 minutes. Yeah, happens. We go for a lunch, no? So then we don't lose so much time. We enjoy it. And then we check the monitors again, 30 minutes delay. OK, let's do some shopping. Time flew by, so did the airplane. So, OK, let's start with another one. After a long day of workshop, Danny goes to the Amsterdam Schiphol to fly to Munich. He checked in, all good, arrived there to the airport, waited at the gate. And then he receives an SMS saying that boarding complete. The gate number is this. He started running to the gate, and then he made it to the airplane. What changed? In the first story, we delivered personalized, tailored content for a dedicated audience, people that are flying with a specific flight, with a specific flight number. In the second story, we deliver personalization at scale. What does it mean? In real time, we are able to react on an information to deliver the right message on the right channel. But then, what are the challenges? We have a lot of information from a lot of sources, changing so fast that businesses are struggling processing it. And of course, we also have big data, no? So you start maybe initially with a list of customers that are maybe, I don't know, let's say you are lucky, 10K. You go to 1 million, you go to 2 million, you go to 10 million. What do you do? How do we split those kind of challenges? So we have template content, pieces of information that need to be tailored for the right message, for the right person. Then we have preferences. Am I allowed to contact you via an SMS? Did you give me permission to use the push channel or any other? Did you install the application on your mobile device? We have then data siloed. We have CRM information. We have airplane information. We have, of course, travel monitoring or so, or different other sources that can be known or unknown about a customer. Let's think you are browsing on the web without authenticated. Then I know you exactly? No, I do not. Then what about cross-channel? So we need to be able to deliver the information on the monitors, like in the airport. It's useful, no? We don't send billions of SMS all the time to annoy each of you. So we need to make sure that we are able to have a journey in delivering that information to our customers. And then, of course, what is the next step? What should I do now? Will you convert now? Will you purchase now after I gave you an offer or not? So in big, there are 4 main pillars, let's say. One refers to the content. And how do we, in a company, deliver that content, maintain the content, reuse the content, reuse the right content, the one that provides the best conversion. We have data, of course. We need to collect data, otherwise we do not know. But especially with the data, we need to make sure that we provide the right trust to the customer, so they are allowing us and provide us consent to use that data. We provide journeys. What does it mean? Means that we are intentional with the messages that we are sending to the customer based on the insights that we drive from those customers. And of course, Every salesperson will tell you that they will love an e-commerce site that does all the conversion, and their job is out of the way, no? We have AI and machine learning. This can help you a lot. Think about image generation. Think about how much time you can save by analyzing all your information and make the right decision where you should invest your money. Should you pay Google? Should you pay Facebook? What channel brings you the most money? You need to think about governance across all of this. And of course, the information changes in some aspects on real time. In other aspects is completely batch process. So you need to make sure that you are able to centralize that in one persona. Of course, you need to be able to collect the data, and you need to be able to query the data. So what is this customer profile? So what we have talked about? We talked about anonymous data. So you are generating information from mobile, from web, from analytics, from other third-party data. We don't know exactly who you are, no? Then we have the known data. What are you doing on an e-commerce? What are you doing in call centers? The marketing information. I sent you an offer. Did you convert it? Did you purchase based on that offer or not? I have sales information. Maybe you went in store and purchase a product that I may know that you may need something else apart from that product. Then I believe, in my experience, loyalty information is one of the best, because that means that you are not working only to bring new customers, but also have more people that remain with you as a company. All of those will need to go with the right governance and consent information. So all that needs to be careful processed in the way that you are making decisions or are sending information about the customer. Then how do we identify you as a customer? So we have CRM ID, we have ECID in this case from the web behavior, we have loyalty ID, who are you as a loyal customer. All that needs to be connected together into a graph of identities who describe and identify you as a customer. You have collected all that information, and now what? You need to be able to use it, of course, as long as you have the permissions and the consent, to activate on the right channel at the right time. So your customers feel like you are talking one-to-one with them. So you have like one-to-one conversation with each of your customers. Let's start simple with the core part. So you are able to bring data via the edge. Think about edge network like under 1 second. So you need to be able to collect it in under 1 second and react to that information in under 1 second. For the streaming, we are talking about minutes. Let's say 5 minutes ingestion time and reaction time. Batch data can take you up to 24 hours for ingestion, for processing, for activation, or even more, depending on your sources, depending on how often you are collecting that information. Let's look a little bit about the integration pattern to make it a little bit more interesting. So everybody talks about AI. Every company tries to invest in their own AI teams, own AI products. So then if you have built such beautiful products and you are getting such beautiful insights about your customer, you may want to integrate and provide that one into the customer profile. In Adobe ecosystem, where one of the integration patterns for bringing your data science is being able to collect, centralize everything which is related to marketing into a data lake And from the data lake, you are able to export the data to train your AI models, to get more insights and predict the probability in each one of them, or what is the next best action for this customer. So then you think, OK, so I got them, and what should I do? In this integration pattern, you will ingest them in batch mode. In this integration pattern, you are not reacting in real time with your AI models. I think this is one of a first step that you can do. This doesn't mean that there is no way that you can gather these insights inside the customer journey. You can make API calls inside the customer journey and make decision in the journey if you have real-time APIs. And now brace yourself. This is a little bit more detailed. In practice, you'll never see none of the customers that have all this landscape, because usually customers have their own different products for different purposes. But let's say for this presentation that you may want to understand what are the applications that you can find in Adobe Experience Cloud. So for the data ingestion, we already discussed that we have the capabilities to ingest via the edge. We have the capabilities to ingest via the streaming, so on the left side. And we have the batch integration, so the batch processing. Funny enough, all the data that is gathered into the data lake via the streaming ingestion, it is also stored into the data lake in every 15 minutes. You'll get a different batch reflected into the data lake. So the data lake contains all your information about the customer. Then you have all that insights and processing of engine of your customer, where you are able to collect and react based on the information that you gather about your customer. And now, what are the channels? What applications are on top of the customer profiles? So you have the commerce for your e-commerce websites. You have Experience Manager from the legacy. You have Target. Target helps you with personalization on the website, for instance, A/B testing. You have Journey Optimizer. Journey Optimizer is a product which helps you to orchestrate journeys in real time. Then you have Campaign. Campaign is more tailored toward batch campaigning. So you want to deliver on a schedule basis message towards your audience. A big difference in Campaign is that they have a relational data model. So then you can still rely on a relational data model, while in the platform is mostly a non-relational database, because it is optimized for data processing. Then you have Marketo. Marketo is for B2B. Then you have Audience Manager, again, a little bit from the past. You have Real-Time CDP. Real-Time CDP is practically the core of your platform and helps you to activate for all kinds of channels, like third parties. And then you have the analytics capabilities. You have Customer Journey Analytics, and you have Adobe Analytics. What is the difference between the two? Why do you have two? So the Customer Journey Analytics comes on top of the data lake. What does it mean? It means that you are able to combine the data from online and offline sources. While in analytics, you are mostly gather the information from the web behavior. And then we think about our experience for our two people in the airport, let's say. You are able to activate on different channels, different touch points with the customer, yeah? So you provide e-commerce channel, you provide mobile on-device experience on the web. You are able to send direct mail. You are able to send SMS, email. Who doesn't read a marketing email, I am wondering. Then we have the third-party destinations, where you are having Facebook, Google Ads. And then, of course, you want to have your own reporting and analytics. But this doesn't stop you here. You can also integrate with your own systems. What are the takeaways? What what should we take from this experience? Customer expects that you know them, expects that you provide them with the right information at the right time across all the devices or channels, touch points that they allowed you to connect with him. Don't try to overuse the channels. Use it based on the latency of the information. When does it need to be sent to it? How can we address the data latency? So the title. So think about this. If you want to go fast, go on the edge. If you want to mix data processing types, think about it that you will have latencies automatically. So let's imagine that you are sending the data via the edge, but somehow your segmentation rules are batch evaluated. That means that the processing or the activation of that data from the edge will be only activated after up to 24 hours. So the entire gain that you have from collecting data on the edge is lost because you choose the wrong processing of your customer information. Again, don't rely on batch processing for real-time activation. Batch will always have latency. The beauty about this platform in Adobe is that it is API first. That means most of the time, the APIs are released first before you see them in the UI. So you can have a lot of freedom in terms of integration, in terms of automatization, and in terms of monitoring. And the last one, use AI. AI, use it, but use it the right way. So make your own judgment about the images that you want to send to the customer in your marketing campaigns. Use it as a tool. It's not the main target that just having AI for the beauty of having AI or completely driven AI. Of course, you can also make different kind or generate different kind of budget spending so you know where your money should go as a company, because then you are losing business. Where next? What should I do after this? No, it's quite a lot. We've seen quite a lot of diagrams, okay? Will I be able to remember them? So the best point to go to learn more about and see blueprints, go into the details or so, is in the Experience League. There are the experts. You can communicate with them. You can interact with them. And they are always releasing the best information they have for each new capability. But then, what about experts? Where are they? Where I can see where they are proactively providing technical blog posts. Then you go to the blog. And lastly, how can I stay proactively informed? Go to LinkedIn groups. Search them. You'll find information, new releases, new capabilities. What else what is the direction of the products? This is for any other. This is just an example. Of course, if you are curious to learn more, don't be afraid to contact me. I will do my best to answer your questions. So thank you again for being part of my birthday, and I hope you'll have a great day.